Hi everyone, I'm back. It's Sherry from Energy Work Studios with another incredible testimonial working with, you guessed it, the emotion code, body code modality. I'm excited to be with you here today specifically because this family is just so excited and happy, and you'll see as we continue with the benefits the father has had to date with the emotion code, body code. You know, since I started using this modality, founded by Dr. Bradley Nelson, after his more than 20 years as a holistic chiropractor and teacher, the muscle testing training with this is the basic premise and intention. So it's both. It's applied kinesiology, which is muscle testing, and intention. That's the basic premise of the emotion code. And it offers the potential to find and release emotional baggage or trapped emotional energies that may be left over from emotionally charged events is still in the system. Now, you've heard me mention this many times. Everything is energy. Dr. Brad expounds on that. And now you're probably getting bored with me saying that, and I say it all the time, but it's true. Emotions have a frequency, a vibration, and trapped emotion is no different. They too have a frequency or a vibration attached to them. And actually, trapped emotion is the number one cause for the body to break down and become weak. His teachings are not intended to replace the advice of a physician or medical professions. You should always consult a medical professional in matters relating to health, especially of having existing medical conditions, or before starting, stopping, or changing any dose of medications taken. So that's first and foremost. Yet, at this moment in time in my life, I have learned a lot working with people. Been very blessed to work with many holistic modalities in the 25 plus years in this field, and all have been very wonderful tools and helpful. But more importantly, with this modality, I have seen more shifting and positive changes in people than any other. So today I'm leaving you another amazing testimonial. Recently I worked with a gentleman. He's about 80 years old, and his son is who reached out to me from France to work with his dad. Now, I've worked with his dad before in the past, but it had been quite a few years since I'd worked on him. And also the son. He was quite frail, low energy these days, and he had, about a year ago, he was having a metabolic encephalopathy. Not really sure if I said that properly, but in May of 2020. He now lives in an assisted living facility. And on Sunday, October 3rd, he fell in his bathroom and he fractured his shoulder. Was taken to the hospital, and then later to a rehab for an extended stay. And I communicated to him, I now work with the emotion code, body code modality, different than what I worked with when I worked on him several years ago. That this modality would work with his system to help release, rebalance, and heal, working with his system. So after they discussed it, they knew they wanted to have energy work done with me again, and they just said, yes, let's just move forward, and with the hope that it would help in some way. So as we were preparing to arrange for sessions and figure out what was good for them, when he arrived at rehab, he got an infection and they had to send him back to the hospital. He had a very high fever, he had high heart rate, low pressure, blood pressure, and at the same point, they told him he had to be lying down in the hospital for the next 3 to 5 days and just be still. The son asked at that point, is there anything that you can do to help his energies, his spirit, raise his vibration, anything you can do to help? We would be grateful. So this is what we were looking at. Physically, his left shoulder was fractured. His general strength, the life force energy was low. He had anemia. Mentally and emotionally, lethargy, depressed levels of energy. He had fear, energy. He had lack of positivity. He had recently been diagnosed with anemia and had become quite lethargic. According to his son, he was sleeping far too many hours daily, which meant, again, low circulation, low energy. And in his assisted living facility, the dining room where they served the meals was a bit of a walk for him. So unfortunately, he was skipping meals, which led again to lower energy, lower physical strength. So I did some research on the symptoms that he had, and this is what we started working on the following day. Abnormalities of brain chemistry, vitamin deficiencies, neuroendocrine disorders, anemia, left shoulder fracture, lethargy. And with 3 sessions only, that's all we had done so far, under his belt, up to October 20th, he had started to turn the corner. He wasn't doing well at all. And this is the email I received from his son in France. Hey Cheryl, it's working! Exclamation point. My dad is definitely perking up. His mental faculties have really picked up in the last few days. He still isn't fully mentally back to where he was, but he is definitely improving! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Amazing! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Thank you again for everything! Exclamation point, exclamation point. I look forward to your next update in a week. Sending you much light, gratitude, and blessing. So you get the idea. This modality is really helping so many people, and you don't have to be in my presence. I work with people across the country as well as outside of the country. I've got clients in France, as you just saw, Hong Kong, Australia, Spain. You don't have to be present. So, in closing, let me just say, it is my hope and the hope and desire of the holistic community that the holistic community and the medical community at some point will eventually be able to join forces and work together to help mankind. To work together, that would be so awesome. And hold on to this thought. This modality will always help on some level. Everyone's life traumas are different. You know, everyone's vibration is different. I can't stress that enough. So if you're not sure, just reach out and ask if this you think might help. Just ask. All I can say is no. That's not going to hurt. But the chances are very slim that it won't help. So that's why I'm impressing upon you. Don't be afraid to stretch yourself out and ask. I'm simply telling you this because it has to begin somewhere. It's a process. The process has to start somewhere. So, if you're interested in this work for yourself, a loved one, a friend, a colleague, even a pet, I work on animals. If you believe that they may benefit from something that they're going through, go to my website, energyworkstudio.com, 1 S between work and studio, and click on the icon, Emotion Code Video. It's a brief 15-minute educational video that I put together, and it offers a discussion and demonstration to help educate people with this work. I also use visual aids as well to help further bring understanding. But while you're in there, if you're looking to make an appointment, once you're in the website, click on Acuity Scheduling. A window will appear with all my services. Just scroll down and click on Emotion Code, Body Code. Whichever one you want, 5-visit package or a single session, whatever you're comfortable with. But that's all you have to do. It's super easy peasy. There's only 4 steps once you get into the Acuity Scheduling. It does all the work for you. That's why I went with it. It's a super easy program. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this update as much as I enjoyed giving it to you, because these people are just so happy, and I like to pass along such positive information. So till the next time, embracing gratitude. Thank you all.